Kruger coming off of any game.
I believe he started out 0-2 today.
I would actually rather face a guy like that coming off a 200 than like a 102.
All right, Marty and Firefall first. The ball.
Really good ball for a 710.
Yeah, it faded a bit more than I thought it was going to. Phil Dix telling Marty you got to keep it within 100.
Nothing to lose here though for Marty. Marty, another guy, not too much of a backswing.
No.
Oh, shocker, he had a strike down on the Wayne Lipker Brian best match.
I heard a cat shout boring, so yeah, I assume there's a strike down that way.
Yes. Oh, look at the turn. Look at the turn on that bus. And the fact that he threw that two-tone ball makes you can really see the turn more.
Isn't it such a beautiful ball? I feel like we can't have a Pop Witten without calling out how beautiful that ball is.
No problem. Has there ever been a Matt Kruger's sliding without the hat on?
No, that doesn't exist. That hat is like glued to his head.
Not inside of the bowling alley, at least. Maybe when he showers.
I don't know, man.
Matt looking to jump on early here. Taking his time here. Just a little too much turn. Hey, this guy here puts in a ton of work too. Many times I walk into a bowling alley and he's the only one in here. So all things considered, not the worst thing for Marty here. Could have been.
Can always get worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
You're bowling Matt Kruger, can always get worse.
That, you could be down a double after two easily. So I think Marty will take that, all things considered.
Too bad. I can work with that. Didn't let go of the ball. How long?
Kind of came out of his hand. Yep, exactly. And unfortunately, with that kind of swing style, you're kind of prone to that once in a while happening. Marty's been around a long time, though. These events won't bother him at all. Eerily quiet right now. Calm before the storm.
Got to spread pretty far out. Good ball. I don't think that break was what he expected.
You don't see that too often out of any kind of ball. It seems like you see the 3-7 more than you see the 2-10.
That's good. That's going to be
Ooh, how to touch it first.
Nick kick you out.
Nah, someone's doing a plug over there.
Yeah, 9 out.
Does get 9.
Almost got that fucking spin there. Fortunately, it's not the AMF gutters. They like to eat things alive. Oh, got that right on my foot.
Looks like he's taking a little speed off his ball, and I'm quite sure that's intentional.
Yeah, a lot of bowlers, especially if you throw really hard, will do that here.
Because if you watch Matt in his finals, or not his finals, but just when he's on camera, other places, there's more on the ball. That's certainly intentional. It's called knowing the house and being smart. And always very, very focused. Takes every ball seriously. Those are the hardest bowlers to bowl against, because you know they're not going to throw anything away.
He almost had a Mike Manns running the picture there. I think it was shooting, what was that, the 7-10 or the 6-7?
That will be the first ever bowling collision.
He'd hop over the ball. Bowler trying to get over there. Leaked it left. Is that going to come back?
It's like we have just about an even game, a close game between Nick Harmel and Mike Manns. But the ends seem a little quiet right now.
10 out for Marty. So with that, Marty has 37 up against Matt Kruger's 54 and a half.
Yeah, Marty definitely needs to get something going here.
Yeah, don't want to. You never want to be down more than 20 pins. Because when you're down 20 pins, that means you have to really stretch to get up.
What part of the bracket are we in?
Quarterfinals. Right. Too bad though. That'll work.
All right, he will take that. When you want to throw that good poppy ball.
It's good.
And it's true.
All right, he's on the board for this game.
I like to treat that. I like to throw on that particular shot just like it's the first ball.
Oh yeah. Hopefully better than your first ball.
Yes. That hopped a little bit. Looked like it hopped a little bit.
He might have forgotten to let go of that ball. It definitely looked weird when he threw it.
It did, and then that happens sometimes.
None of us are perfect, even Matt Kruger. Although Matt Kruger's probably the closest.
He's the closest.
Oh, picked it. Well, this is the frame Marty kind of needed here.
Yeah, a small crack now. You know, mark for Marty, then a small crack here out of Matt.
Now, so that'll put Matt up 21 pins, but down the hit.
And with an open here, Marty could really cut into the lead.
Yes.
Solid 5-pin.
Uh-oh. And it was already a little left when you let go of it. And
Yep.
just inside of Claims, once it grips, it's gone.
Looked like he knew it too.
10 out. The door is there for Marty
See,
to
he's
come back
not a
in.
machine. He's not a machine. He's a man. You cut him. You cut him.
There's space here for Marty. He needs to get a mark here. Good ball. Oh,
Really good
perfect.
ball. Marty really needed that.
That was exactly what
Puts him right in this match. We have a match now.
He should be able to keep this game within 100, I think.
With a double, that may be clinched.
All right, so he's down 11, up a hit. So yeah, after this frame, he should
Double here would be mammoth.
we get it back within single digits. Maybe we take the lead with another mark. Oh, that's a good ball.
Oh. Marty will take that though. Big shot here.
All over it.
Wow.
3 big frames for Marty there. We're right back into the game.
Yes. Puts the match virtually even, probably with Marty having a small advantage, score-wise.
We'll see this frame if Matt gets a mark. If he gets a mark, they're even.
Woo. Matt going for the rulebook strike there.
That apron was glued down though. It pins all around and it wasn't going anywhere. By the way, even game to our left between Mike Vance and Nick Harmon, both on strikes in the 7th with 94.
No problem there. Very unlikely that he'd miss 2 in a row.
Speaking of close games, this game, 88 to 87 between Matt Kruger and Marty Barnes in the 7th. Both on spares.
Like I said earlier, Matt may be the most focused bowler in the game. You never see him out of focus. He takes the same amount of time after every
Oh
ball.
yeah. Same motion, same. He even takes the towel, rubs it off on a shoe every time.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Got every bit of it. Every bit of what he hit.
That was dangerous. Out of his hand, that ball did not look on line.
But the wiping of the shoe and stuff like that, that's a lot of guys do that. It's just a mental thing.
It just happens. They're not trying to clean dirt off their shoe. It's just force of habit.
Well, and even some guys when they wipe their balls.
Oh yeah. Like you're on a synthetic house like this where there's not a lot of oil on it. Klinghoffer beat Mike Steiner, so he'll move on, and I believe he'll be up against the winner of this matchup. Quick check and I can find out. Yes, he'll be up the winner and getting this matchup. So Marty missed that one.
You'll see some guys wipe their ball off, and there's nothing really on their ball.
Yeah.
They're just collecting their thoughts for their next ball.
Bowling is habit forming.
It is.
And my man just hit a spare there in the 8th to our left. So he's up a pin and a hit. While over here, similar ordeal. Matt Kruger is up 2 pins and a hit. Going in the 9th frame. I'll take the break, but the ball didn't land. It kept going right on. There you go. That's spare for Marty. Matt Kruger going to finish up. He's got 2 frames left here.
Not over yet. Count ball's the big ball here.
Oh,
that changes a little bit.
That's a pain right there. Oh my!
Wow. You can't throw that any better.
We've watched Matt Kruger make some spectacular marks in brackets here.
Wasn't it Dave Jones who ripped the middle at Sulin and then made that the win? It's a winning thing.
Right here in the finals, Matt Kruger ripped the middle, brought it back for a spare, and then the next frame left 5-7-10, hit that for a spare in the finals.
Wow. Matt's going to need a mark here.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to mark. Wood's going to put him in a precarious situation.
Mathematically, but it.
What is precarious? Mark feels safer-ish. Heavy.
Again.
I knew out of his hand that was heavy.
He throws that same second ball again.
Tried to squeeze it that time. Last time he slid it.
Rip in the middle is a devastating break for most.
Yeah,
for him, it's just a bad break because he can pull those off.
That's a brutal 2 frames. So 6 balls on target every time.
Well,
And only with 19.
that's why the best bowler in the game is only going to average 150.
All right, a good ball here. It's Marty the win. 115 to 130.
First one's the big one.
That'll do it.
That's enough.
Well, on our left.
Marty pulled off a big upset here.
Meanwhile, on our left here, I think Mike managed to bowl his last frame. He's got 132 on a spare. Nick Harmo had a finish with a 144. Unfortunately, he was on a spare in that last frame. And he blew right through the 2-pin, I think.
You know, for Marty to start with a 37 through 4, going against somebody like Matt Kruger and coming back in the second half there, that's huge.
Yeah, he had a big stretch from 5 through 7. I got should be tied, right? That should be 6. Yeah, Mike should be tied. I think we only need one more pin, 2 more balls.